Why EV charging infrastructures matter in 2026 and beyond. The total new electric vehicle sales hit 60,000 units in 2025. Roughly 1 out of 10 vehicles sold was electric. The electric vehicle market is moving fast. The question is whether the Philippine infrastructure can keep up. More electric vehicles demand more charging stations. This infrastructure gap is now an urgent national conversation. In this video, we will discuss the following: why EV charging infrastructure matters in 2026, current state of Philippine EV charging infrastructure, the legal framework, EVIDA and CREVI, charging types and connector standards, who's building the network, Metro Manila versus the rest of the Philippines, what does it cost to charge in the Philippines, what's holding the network back, innovations to watch in 2026 to 2027, the road ahead, targets and timeline. What does this mean for you? And sources and references. Why EV charging infrastructure matters in 2026. Road transport accounts for 90% of transport greenhouse gas emission in the Philippines, and BYD reported 26,122 vehicles sold in the Philippines in 2025. That is 446% year-on-year surge. Total new energy vehicle sales hit 60,000 units in 2025, roughly 1 out of 10 vehicles sold. What is the current state of Philippine EV charging infrastructure? As of early 2026, we have a total of 1,100 stations, and 70% is in Metro Manila and 59 direct fast chargers. And for comparison, Thailand has more than 5,000 EV charger stations. The legal framework, the EVIDA and CREVI. EVIDA under Republic Act 11697 in 2022 mandates gasoline stations must install commercial EV chargers on their areas or locations. DOE accredits charging providers and maintain annual inventory. Distribution utilities must submit annual charging infrastructure plans. New buildings with 20 plus parking slots must dedicate at least 5% for EVs. Fleet operators, logistics, transport, hotel must reach 5% EV share. Non-fiscal incentives, coding exemption, priority registration for battery electric vehicles. It's important, zero import tariff on EVs and components extended to 2028. For CREVI, the roadmap targets 2025, 1,000 plus stations operational. 2028, 7,300 stations. That is the CREVI target. 2030, 6.6 million electric vehicles projected on Philippine roads. 2040, 2.5 million electric vehicles and 20,400 stations. By 2040, 50% electric vehicle shares in all vehicle sales. Charging types and connector standards. Mode 2 to 3 kilowatt, range 3 to 5 kilometers per hour. Full charge 12 to 24 hours. Mode 3, 7 to 22 kilowatt, range is 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. Full charge in 2 to 4 hours. It's most common at malls, offices, and condos. Mode 4, DC fast chargers, 50 to 480 kilowatt, range is up to 400 plus kilometers per hour, and full charge 20 to 45 minutes. Who's building the network? AC Mobility, Evro Ayala, 2,500 plus charging points target. The largest operator, Philippine EV Spine Backbone, 480 kilowatt, ultra fast in Makati. Power on wheels, mobile service across NCR. Shell partnership, 50 stations nationwide, 2025 to 2026, and the price is 35 pesos per kilowatt hour. Shell Recharge, 50 new DC hubs. Shell's own recharge network, plus AC Mobility partnerships stations, integrated into Evro app. Coverage across Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, via the AC Mobility Shell deal. Meralco Mobem Electric, V2G pilots 2025. Distribution utility approach, vehicle to grid technology pilot in 2025. Partnered with VGreen and Green GSM. Grid integrated smart charging is Meralco's angle. The VGreen VinFast, 123 stations in 2026 January. Free charging for VinFast owners until May 2027. Good for you VinFast owners. Now in Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. Target was 15,000 ports in 2025. Actual deployment is still ramping. Tesla Supercharger, November 2024, first Philippine launch. First PH Superchargers open in Town Bonifacio in BGC in November 2024. Plans to expand primarily for Tesla owners. Phoenix Petroleum plus VGreen, Cebu and Davao under construction. Phoenix entered EV charging via VGreen partnership in August 2025. First 3 sites in Luzon with expansion to Cebu and Davao. 20 kilowatt, 250 kilowatt range of chargers. chargers. Metro Manila versus the rest of the Philippines. Metro Manila workable. 70 to 80% of all PH public chargers are in Metro Manila. Makati 70 plus charge points. 16 locations AC Mobility. BGC Taguig Tesla Supercharger plus AC Mobility hubs. Quezon City Mandaluyong Pasig growing coverage. Power on Wheels covers all 16 NCR cities. AC Mobility's Ebro app maps 340 plus DOE registered stations, and urban daily commutes are well served. Outside NCR, plan ahead. Cebu and Davao growing AC Mobility plus V-Green plus Phoenix. Baguio, AC Mobility at Camp Chain Hay 60 kilowatt DC plus AC. Lucena, Quezon, AC Mobility 120 kilowatts DC at PTT Lucena. Bicol, Legazpi, last major Southern Luzon charger. Samar and Leyte, no stations. Critical gap. Butuan, Mindanao, first station after Bicol corridor. When you're going there, plan route carefully. Next is an important question. What does it cost to charge in the Philippines? So we have the first one, home charging. That is a model or mode 2, level 2, between 8 to 15 pesos kilowatt hour. So per kilometer is 1.5 pesos to 2.5 pesos per kilometer. Public AC charger is in the mall, office, condos between 20 to 25 kilowatt hour. So per kilometer is 3 to 4 pesos. For DC fast charger, AC Mobility Shell between 35 to 40 pesos kilowatt hour. So per kilometer, 5 to 6 pesos. Gasoline car benchmark, let's say the price is 60 to 65 per liter. So per kilometer, if you are using the internal combustion engine, is between 5 to 7 pesos per kilometer. But at this time, the price of fuel is drastically surging. Next important question, what's holding the network back? Well, we have the grid capacity challenge. The Philippines grid is 70% fossil fuel dependent. Large-scale DC fast charger deployment risks overloading aging local grids. Number 2, geographic concentration. 70 to 80% of chargers are in Metro Manila. Visayas and Mindanao remain nascent. Number 3, connector and app fragmentation. Multiple standards and multiple apps. For example, Evro, V-Green, Tesla app, Shell Recharge create friction. Interoperability is improving but not yet seamless. Number 4, challenge, high installation costs. Capital costs for DC fast chargers, panel upgrades, and permitting remain high. Evida incentives help, but the rollout speed required to hit 7,300 stations by 2028 needs sharper financial support. Typhoon and climate resilience. So Philippine stations must withstand flooding, high winds, extended power outages, and so on. Innovations to watch in 2026 to 2027. Number 1, ultra-fast charging, 480 kilowatts. AC Mobility deployed 240 kilowatt super-fast and 480 kilowatt ultra-fast chargers in Makati, among the fastest in Southeast Asia. 800 volt platform vehicles needed to use full speed. Number 2, power on vehicles or power on wheels mobile charging. AC Mobility's power on wheels service brings DC fast charging to you, bookable via the Evro app with 3 hours advance notice. Now covers all 16 NCR cities. Subscription plans available. Number 3, solar integrated stations. DOE's Subic Bay EVCS runs on solar power, the GMP program. AC Mobility Makati stations use 100% renewables. Number 4, vehicle to grid or B2G pilots. Meralco is testing B2G in 2025, allowing EVs to push power back to the grid during the peak hours. Turns your EV into a distributed energy asset that can earn revenue. Wow, that's good news. Smart charging apps or Evro. Evro Station Finder maps 340 plus DOE registered locations. My Charge Planner estimates charge needs per GCash Pay integration. 33,000 plus new registrations in 2025. Number 6, electric vehicle ready real estate. Mega World now includes EV ready parking in all new condos. SM Prime installed 50 plus new stations in malls. Evida mandates EV slots in all new buildings with 20 plus parking spaces. The road ahead, targets and timeline. So now 2026, AC Mobility completes 30 Shell station DC fast charging installs. Philippine EV spine expanding to Visayas and Mindanao. Phoenix Big Green stations in Cebu and Davao under construction. New government EV incentives announced. 2027, ADB USD 100 100 million Ayala package deployment complete. DOE EV charging mandate for gas stations expected to take effect. 2028, the CREVI target 7,300 public charging stations nationwide from 1,100 today, 2026. This requires a 6 times increase in 2 years. By 2040, that is a long-term plan, 2.5 million electric vehicles, 20,400 stations. Clean scenario, 50% of all vehicle sales will be electric. So what does this mean for you? Metro Manila commuter, you may go electric. Why? Because home charging covers daily needs. Public fast chargers handle top-ups. Best setup, condo or garage with level 2 charger, plus Ebro app. For provincial outside Metro Manila, consider plug-in hybrid first. Property developer, legal requirement. EBITDA mandates 5% of parking slots for EVs in new buildings with 20 plus slots. No building permit without compliance. The electric vehicle ready parking is also a market differentiator. Long distance, Luzon driver, plan carefully. Manila to Baguio, Clark, Batangas, doable. Manila Bicol, doable with stops. Map your route on Ebro first. Allow extra time at charging stops. Urban delivery fleets, TCO MAT favors EVs strongly. Prospective EV buyer, check before you buy. Verify which connector is standard. Is there a charger near your home or office? Does your building allow charging installations? You may find the topics that we have discussed here, verify from the sources and references. Thank you for watching. I do hope this video helped you and decide whether you will buy EV in the near future.